Hey there, it's Thursday, March 21st, and here's your Rogue Trader daily trading summary. Not a lot going on today. We're actually holding some highs, hanging around 67,000. It's quite interesting. Well, let me share some charts with you because there's some interesting things I'd like to show you here. If we go over to Bitcoin, I'm just going to look at Bitcoin. I'm not going to, we can look at Ethereum. It's a little bit more of a basic chart. If we take a look at Bitcoin, we came down, and we've been talking about this last few days with a big pullback, 16, 17% from top to bottom. Must have been, let's just call it 15. But on the wick, it was 17, 18%. It's a pretty big move. It's not crazy for crypto. There's nothing that unusual about it. It should be expected. But when this was coming down, someone had asked me where I think it might hold. I said, well, you know what? On the 4-hour chart, we've got this EMA here. I think we might poke through and come back up, and maybe it'll hold. If it doesn't, we've got this bottom, this 200 EMA down here. And sure enough, it did come, hit it, and stuck and bounced. The other interesting thing, and why I like that 200 EMA down there, was it was actually the bottom, what was previous resistance, and turned into shorts. It's no coincidence that this red zone here was this level of resistance previously we've been looking at. It came up, popped, and then used it as support, popped, had a crazy wick down. I mean, this is just as crypto, right? But came right back up to the top, so it was support, up, bounce, through, then to the bottom of it. I don't trade everything on technical analysis, but I do use these little indications and clues as to where I might take action. If I was looking, it's screaming down. I'm like, where do I want to buy it? I don't want to catch a falling knife. Well, I'm going to start looking to pick it up, probably in that area with those EMAs. Could it have punched through and gone all the way down to 50,000? Well, sure. Anything can happen. That's going to give me a clue. And down here, if it punched here, well, you know what? Maybe I'll sell some put spreads. Sell some put spreads down here. Or buy a risk reversal. Okay? Covered risk reversal. That's how I use technical analysis. Gives me cues as to what to do. Right now, we did adjust some short puts, a little bit of adjustment 2-3 days ago. This morning we put on a new put spread. We're happy to do that. In fact, our synthetic mining account. So taking a look here at our performance for the synthetic miner account. And this account is just a very lightly traded. We're never using usually more than 20-30% margin. We're just trying to accumulate more Bitcoin. That's the whole purpose of this account, because we think over the years, Bitcoin's going to keep appreciating in value. Even after that monster pullback, 15, 17%, look, our Bitcoin cash, we started at 0.0825, now we're at 0.0907. Our equity is still slightly higher than we've begun. Nothing wrong with that. Bitcoin starts to move up, even if it grinds up. It's just going to flow back in. You can see we had this outrageous 48,000% annualized return. We happened to hit great timing, market went up, beautiful. Well, even after this massive return, we're still doing 230% annualized return. Okay, or after this big pullback, we're still doing 230% annualized return. I think that really says something to the strategy, where it's really quite relaxing. It's fairly, quote unquote, safe. Everything's covered. We don't have to be in there trading every day. I look at the account every day, but it's usually only 2 or 3 times a week I even make an adjustment to it. There's a lot of ways to make money in the market. There's a lot of ways to make money selling options. There's ways to make money buying options. And there's a time to do both, to be perfectly honest. But the interesting thing also I want to share with you right now, let me go back to my chart, is we're right smack in the middle, aren't we? Well, right smack in the middle right now. We're sitting around, 67,000. We're right in the middle of this move. So we went down to 60, it was up to 75. I'm comfortable right now on some of the discretionary accounts selling iron condors. I'm selling right now spreads up in the 70s, and I'm selling spreads in the low 60s, high 50s. I've got no problem with that. Now I'm doing them short dated, and I think that's important because while I don't expect this to bust out of this range, I expect this range to hold for a few days, a week, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Who knows? Going into the halving, we could stay in this range. Maybe we'll go down to the 50s. I have no idea. But I'm very comfortable selling iron condors right now. So anyways, that's it for our daily trading summary. There wasn't a lot of trading to do today. We had the bounce up. We're just kind of stuck. So I kind of feel that unless anything happens this afternoon in the U.S. session with ETF buying, and it very well could have an effect depending on the net outflows and inflows from the funds, I think we could be heading into the weekend fairly firmly in this range. Let's see what happens tonight, though. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, and thanks for watching our daily summary video. For those of you who want to learn more, I would invite you to come and watch the full videos. These full videos are where Richard and I sit down every day, sometimes multiple times per day. We discuss the market, the metrics, our account, everything you can possibly imagine, and we execute the trades in real time. You get to see it all. Where else could you see professional fund traders do this in an account specifically set up for you, the viewer, to learn all the tips and tactics we've learned over the last 50 years combined? Now, this is for silver members and above. If you go to Roguetrader.academy, silver members and above get access to this live stream every day, as well as the recordings. On top of that, there's a weekly Ask Me Anything call. And as the name implies, you can ask us anything. Plus, you get access to all of our courses. We put out a new course every 3 or 4 months approximately. Plus, you get access to our interactive live alerts Telegram channel. And this is a Telegram channel where we're putting our trades in real time as we make them, but it's interactive. That's what makes it different. So you can ask us questions. We will chat back and forth during the day with all of our members. It's super, super incredible value. So do yourself a favor. Head over to Roguetrader.academy, join up, and we'll see you soon.